Door, kick it wide, let it in. That's the gate to the wind. Turn the pain into spin. Authenticity raw.
Welcome back to the 20-Minute Freedom Project. I'm your host, Josh Lopez, and today we're going to get real, raw, and deeply uncomfortable because this can be a difficult topic to unpack for you and anybody else that wants to get down in the weeds with this. It might be one of the single biggest chokeholds that is holding you back from gaining your actual freedom. I want you to picture something with me. It's early morning, no one else is awake yet, and you're standing in front of the mirror. Not brushing your teeth, not checking your hair, not making sure your outfit fits the right way. You're just staring at yourself. Like really staring. There's this voice in the back of your mind whispering, why do you still care so damn much about what they think? And you don't want to admit it, but you do. You really seem to care. You care what your coworkers think. You care what your parents think. You care what strangers scrolling on your Instagram might think. Hell, you might even care what people who you don't even like think. That one, in particular, can really hurt the most. It almost feels like you're addicted to gaining the approval of the people who are not living your life. And if you're anything like I used to be, you've built entire parts of your life on that foundation. A foundation made of other people's opinions. And you can't keep living like that. It's your life. You're meant to live it. And it's time to tear that shit down. I used to pretend that I didn't care. You ever do that? Put on a good energy like, I'm good. Fake confidence. Fake certainty. I'm above all this. But behind the scenes, I was just performing in business, performing in relationships, performing for family. It felt like I was back in improv class and you just had I can't remember what it's called exactly, but you had the audience tell you how you had to perform. Or maybe you're performing for social media, because I was building a curated version of myself, the version I hoped people would clap for. And at times to avoid awkward situations. But instead of actually feeling like I was okay, I felt small. Untrue to myself. And the truth is, it wasn't the criticism that was controlling me. It was the fear of criticism. Fear took the wheel. Fear dictated my decisions. Fear wrote the script. And fear kept me from having hard conversations. Fear kept me from launching ideas that I believed in. Fear kept me from doing, or not so much keeping me from, but it kept me doing things for longer than I should have, when you should have just put it to bed a long time ago. Fear kept me from focusing on the right goals and chasing the wrong goals. because they looked good. I remember one moment specifically, and it punched me right in. It kind of felt like, if you've ever been punched in the gut, that's what it felt like. Teddy Anderson, a mentor of mine, said, "Josh, you're not living your life. You're living the life you think will get the least pushback." And that comment cut me to the core, because he was right. It was easier to blend in and easier not to be too loud, too bold, or too different. Easier to say the safe thing, easier to keep a, all the shit inside, until one day I woke up and just realized the most exhausting thing in the world is trying to be someone other than yourself. Not because it's hard, but because it's endless. You can't win an unwinnable game. And the pleasing game is unwinnable. The goalpost is always moving. You're always trying to please everybody or fit in to something. So, or in a lot of cases, you're trying to not rock the boat when it needs to be freaking rocked. No matter what you do, someone is going to judge. Somebody is going to misunderstand what you said. Somebody's going to talk shit. Someone's at some point is going to make up stories about you to make themselves feel better. And if you spend your life trying to manage everybody else's reactions, you lose the one thing that actually matters: your freedom, your sanity, and that's more than one, but you get the idea. There is a psychologists have a very good definition of this. It's the spotlight effect, I believe, where we massively overestimate how much people are thinking about us. And there's a Cornell study that where students would wear an embarrassing shirt into a classroom. They thought everybody noticed. Almost no one did. Why? Because people are so wrapped up in their own insecurities to worry about you at all. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but we care more about their opinions than our own." One of Andy Frisella's episodes from the MFCEO project, he said something that is it hits home a lot, for me at least. You cannot build anything great if you're worried about the opinions of others who aren't doing shit. Think about that. So if you have somebody that is giving opinions to you, then you're taking those to heart, and they're not living the life that you want. Why are you actually taking their opinion? Your freedom demands control over your mind. It's kind of like everyone has There's a couple different ones that I've heard over the years, and a couple of them that are my favorite are opinions are like asses. Everybody has one. Or what is it? There's always two sides to a coin. One's an opinion, and the other side, I've lost it. It was about a penny, but that it'll be okay. Excuse me. Oh yeah. All right, I have a 3F framework of the unbothered living. I don't know where I came up with that name, but it just kind of popped up when I was trying to figure it out. And this is This is what it is. This is a framework to give yourself the mental picture of flipping the bird to others when they give you your opinion. Give you their opinion. Can't talk. My goodness. I don't know if you're like me or not, but that's the mental picture I get when someone gives me an opinion that I didn't ask for or just really don't want. And here it is. It's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Number one, filter the noise. Not all opinions matter. Most don't. You're going to ask yourself, has this person built what I want to build? Do they live a life I respect or want to have? Do they love me enough to tell me the truth instead of projecting their own fears upon you? Is this person giving honest feedback or criticism? If the answer is no, their opinion is noise, not guidance. Number two, face yourself. Usually, we don't fear judgment. We fear judgment confirming the doubts we already have. It's not judgment itself. It is the judgment of things that we already know to be true. And it is being mirrored back to us. And it most of the time is why it hurts so much. The real battle is internal. The one we wage every moment of every day inside our minds. Once you face your own insecurities, like really face them, not just, that would be a good idea, external opinions lose all their power. Truth always dissolves the fear that you have. Number three, fortify your identity. When you know who you are, when your values are clear, when you know what you stand for, when your mission is locked in, people's opinions can't sway you. Their noise can't move you. Their judgment can't shape you. Identity is the armor, not against the world, but against your own self-doubt, and gives you the edge on this mental chatter we all have to live with every single day. As Andy puts it, it's his bitch voice. Now, I have a challenge for you for this week. For the next 7 days, I want you to run a simple experiment. Every time you make a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this because it's right for me or because I'm afraid of what somebody else might think? Remember the phrase from one of my previous episodes? If it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. If fear is driving the decision, do the opposite. Or at the very least, consider the opposite. This challenge isn't about being rebellious or going just almost thinking that you're personally going to go off the rails. It's about alignment. It's about detoxing from the addiction of approval. It's about relearning what you actually want. It's about reclaiming your own personal power and freedom one rep at a time. Write down your answers, track your reactions, and be brutally damn honest. Freedom that you're looking for in life and in business starts with the truth. You can't move forward continuing to lie to yourself. I see this all the time when we talk to a business and they're like, "Do you know your numbers?" They're like, "No, but I think I'm doing pretty good." It's because they don't know their numbers and they're lying to themselves. You have to know the truth. Listen, the world will always have opinions. People will always judge. You can't control that. But you can control the weight you give it. Your life, your actual, real life, not the made-up one that you have in your mind, because we all have one, is happening right now. It's not in your head, like I said. It's not in their comments. It's not in their expectations. Stop living for their applause. Stop shrinking for their comfort or your comfort. Stop bending for their approval. You were not put on this earth to be less than your best or less than your true potential. You are the captain of your own life. Don't let the opinions of others take that away from you. And as I say every week, freedom isn't found, it's built one rep at a time. And if you guys have enjoyed this show, maybe it's enlightened you a little bit, made you think. Share it out to someone that it could be helpful for. Remember to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.